So, Congressman Amodei, we're here in the nation's capital. We've got the Las Vegas Metro Chamber, the largest fly-in that Nevada brings. Tell us a little bit about what you just said to our delegation.
Well, it was just kind of a general update. I mean, here we are in kind of the last quarter of the 115th Congress. So how are we finishing up before midterms? What's going on? You start a new Congress in January, so all bills have to start again. So it's kind of all hands on deck now for what we can finish and get into the books so that we don't have to start all over again next year with stuff. So, there's a lot of stuff going on that affects all of Nevada and Southern Nevada, I-11, Homeland Security, immigration. We didn't talk a lot about healthcare, but that's a big one too, and veterans. So it's like kind of the whole gamut of what's going on that we're trying to get finished up.
You mentioned healthcare. The Las Vegas Metro Chamber of Commerce has received accolades recently from the Department of Labor Secretary Acosta for our proactive approach in setting up our chamber insurance benefits program for our members. Is that something that's on your radar, and how would you
Actually, you folks at Southern Nevada are actually leading the pack in a couple of things. You've got some of your large employers down there that are doing kind of setting up their own little groups and systems, not little, and now opening them up to people with a minimum of having to jump over a bunch of hurdles to get in them. So it allows people in the final analysis to do, I'm part of a group even though I'm not. Maybe I've just got 10 employees, I'm a small business, maybe I'm an individual. Those are the sorts of innovative things that I think are ultimately the answer when the feds get over trying to subsidize the large national insurance companies. Those things will take care of themselves locally and statewide. Locally, if it's a large metropolitan area like Clark County, they'll take care of themselves if you let the locals innovate. You guys have helped in innovating, and it's like, hey, it's working. I don't know what else to tell you. It's working. People are getting more relaxed and happier about their value for their insurance dollar as opposed to one size fits all from DC.
Look into your crystal ball and talk to us a little bit more about Yucca Mountain. You talked about that briefly in to our delegation as well.
Well, I think, quite frankly, the fact that you have a U.S. Senate race going on for the rest of this year, for 2018, that nothing will happen on Yucca Mountain. The interesting part will be, because the Senate won't vote on anything in Yucca Mountain, the votes are there in the House, and it's been demonstrated over the years, to one degree or another. The question will be is, when you get on the other side of that, regardless of whether it's Jackie Rosen or Dean Heller, because there are Democrats and Republicans that have, in the Senate and in the House, that have a desire to move material out of their districts, their states, and into a central repository. So the question becomes, because Harry Reid, credit where credit is due, did a great job of going, there's nothing coming out of the Senate. Now that we're talking about a different leadership over there, we'll see. And that's on both sides of the aisle, so I'm not blaming donkeys or elephants. But I think the real news on Yucca Mountain will be what happens in 2019 after the elections.
All right, Congressman Amodei, thank you so much for joining us here with the Chamber in D.C.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.